All right. So this is Saturday. Saturday is usually my reset days. My reset days to look at what I've done this past week. How can I get better? How can I improve? Go over the trades that I've taken and just kind of do a self-evaluation of my trades the prior week. But every 2 weeks, I do a trading evaluation. So I put myself as if this is my business. Trading is a business, and so you have to treat it as such. So when you have a business or if you work for someone, they do evaluations, quarterly evaluations to see your progress, to set goals, to see how you are doing in the company. And the same should go with trading. You should treat this just like a business, and you are the employee of the business. And so every 2 weeks, I do trade evaluations to see, am I following my plan? How did I manage my emotions? Did I stay disciplined? How's my growth? How's my performance? How's my development? All of those things. And so this is going to be the video of me going over this. And this is a document that I created for myself. All right. So, but this is my bi-weekly trading performance evaluation. It has the trader name, the review periods, the strategies traded, the market traded, and so my role and responsibility. So I break this down into 10 different categories, and it's a rating scale of 1 through 5. And I think this is very important because you don't realize the things that you're doing until you're asked these questions. You have to really evaluate yourself and get better as a person, as a trader, as an individual, and understand the different things that kind of played a role in what you traded these past 2 weeks. And it's very important because that's the only way that you're going to improve, the only way you're going to get better, and the only way that you're going to be a profitable trader. I say this time and time again, this channel is not about glorifying profits, glorifying a trading strategy like these other gurus, trying to get you to join a course, trying to get you to do this. It's all about my self development and diary, but also maybe you can take something from this and know that there's so much more in trading to become profitable than you think. It's the small things that you work on a day in and day out, and these things that are not glorified. And so but let's get into it. So my first category is role and responsibility alignment. So one, did I operate strictly within defined trading hours? I gave myself a 3. I have to define what trading hours I need or want. So I have to figure out, all right, do I want to trade I know I want to trade the Asian session. Do I want to trade the London session? Can I trade the New York? Because I do have a 9 to 5 job. So can I trade the New York, or am I just gonna be trading on my phone, or do I just trade Asian and London session? So I have to define that. Did I follow written trading plan without improvisions? I gave myself a 4. I waited patiently on setups and took 90% of my trades that aligned with that setup. 3, did I respect trading role executions, not predictions? I gave myself a 4. The next um, category is process adherence. Did trades meet A plus setup criteria? I got myself a 3.5. Most were B grade setups for me. So we did have some choppy price action this week. These last 2 weeks, I can just say that is how price action usually is at the beginning of the year. A lot of people are not back in the big institutions, and so there's not a lot of smooth price action. Different news, different things, tax evasions, you name it. So there's a lot of different things that play a role in why the market is up, down, all around. And so I gave myself a 3.5 on that. Did I wait for confirmations? No anticipations. 4, I was very patient, as you saw in my older videos. Was very patient until the last 2 days. The last 2 days as I got closer to my payout and knowing that I only needed X amount of money to pass. Yes, I can honestly say that that played a role in my emotions and trading that day. So trading those last 2 days. And so did I enter only at planned levels? And I gave myself a 3 for that. And did I respect stop loss placements on every trade? I gave myself a 2. I have to start placing stop losses and not guess where I want to get out, because price can easily move in a high volume direction. And so number 3, discipline and rules, compliance. So did no rules were there no rules violations occurred, and I gave myself a 2. I violated rules last 2 days and when trading on my own. And so when I say trading on my own, I'm talking about off the videos and out of my mentorship group. Did I avoid revenge, boredom, or FOMO trades? I gave myself a 2. I FOMO the closer I got to a payout, as I stated these last 2 days. Number 3, did I stop trading at the max loss or win limit? I gave myself a 4 because I had a max win. I can only win a certain amount on payout on prop firm, so I stopped. And then I really didn't have that many losers this week. I didn't have any losers of the day. So yes. Um, and number 4 is execution quality. And so clean and timely executions at key levels. I said 3. No hesitation on valid setups. I gave myself a 4. And did not chase price. I gave myself a 3. I chased price on my last 2 days. Execution was unaffected by emotions or distractions. I gave myself a 4. And the 5th one is emotional and mental performance. Emotional state was stable before sessions. I gave myself a 4 for that. Emotions did not influence decisions during trades. I gave myself a 3. They did on the last 2 trades. Recovered mentally after losses efficiently. I gave myself a 5. There were no losses, and I pretty much recovered mentally throughout those weeks. Maintain patience during slow sessions. I gave myself a 5 because we were very slow. There were plenty no trade days, and I stayed true to that. And the 6th category is preparation and professional habits. Completed pre-market analysis. I gave myself a 4. Marked up charts before every time that I got on the charts, and you saw that in my videos as well. Number 2, define biases, levels, and scenarios beforehand. I gave myself a 4 because that is what I did during the pre-market analysis. 3, journaled every trade with screenshots and notes as you seen and as I documented with the videos. I gave myself a 5 for that. Number 4, review prior mistakes before trading. I gave myself a 2. Did not review my prior trades before trading the next day, or yeah. So I think that is something that I want to highlight. Anything that is less than a 3, I am highlighting to make sure that we don't make those same mistakes going forward. 7 category is risk management and capital protection. So the first question was capital preservation was prioritized over profits. I gave myself a 4. Drawdown remained within acceptable limits. I gave myself a 3.5. That one trade that I doubled down on could have been better, that I spoke about on gold, where I was in drawdown. I think I could have executed that a little bit better. But for the most part, I did it did remain in acceptable limits. Number 3, avoided trading on red days. I gave myself a 4 on that, and risk scaled properly based on performance. I gave myself a 4. All right, and the next one, performance context. Profitability resulted from good process, not luck. I got myself a 4. Losing period still showed rule adherences. I gave myself a 5. And 3, winning periods did not hide rule violations. I gave myself a 4. All right, and then 9, growth and self-development, which I think this is a very important one. I identify repeating mistakes. I gave myself a 4. Number 2, identify most improved behavior. I gave myself a 5. Because I was accountable on the things that I know I could have done better, like the last 2 days, and I made sure to not repeat those same mistakes. Number 3, define one process change for next period. I gave myself a 4, and identify one behavior to eliminate immediately. I gave myself a 5. All right, and the last and overall is number 10, overall performance review. So the overall performance rating for this week, I gave myself a 7.5 because there are a lot of things that I think I could have done better. Yes, I was patient. Yes, I did stick to the plan, but I think the FOMOing or the emotional managing my emotions toward the end of the pay period, I could have done a lot better and managing that. and just really taking A+ setups, being and then taking profits when profits are shown. Yeah, I think I could have done a lot better with that. I asked myself, would I rehire myself? And I said yes, yes, because I show consistent discipline and patience, capital preservation, and base hits, and willing to get better. And those are the things that I see is the reason why I would hire myself. Because yes, even though I did make a couple mistakes, there's room for improvement, and yes, I will hire someone like me because I'm willing to learn from my mistakes. I'm willing to stay consistent, disciplined, and patient, and sticking to the plan. So my biggest strength for this period, I would say, is my patience, and then my biggest liability, I would say, was managing my emotions. And so my non-negotiable focus for the next 2 weeks will be playbook setups and managing my emotions. And so yeah, I know this is a little bit longer video, but I just wanted to go over the different things that it takes to be a profitable trader, like because a lot of people are not going to spend their sunny Saturdays off work, off from trading, doing this, but these small, minute things add up. It's compounding. It compounds over time, consistency, doing these small changes and small wins. That's going to be like, oh, I feel good that I did a self evaluation. I feel good I stuck to my word. I feel good that I got these base hits. And these base hits are not only in trading, but in life itself. Doing the small things, waking up, making your bed, saying I'm gonna go work out and go work out, not knowing what to work out, but you're just going to the gym and you're working out. You eventually will find your way. One thing that I'm gonna leave you guys with a quote, and it says, "For you to take a journey of 1,000 steps, you must take one step first." So take that one step. Guys, this is my 2 week evaluation. I will see you guys again in another 2 weeks, and hopefully it'll be a lot better. But we have to evaluate ourselves, and so let's have a good rest, reset, and relax, and get your mind ready for the next trading week. It doesn't stop. It does not stop. So let's keep going. Let's continue to get better. Put God first, and also patience, consistency, and discipline is gonna get you a long ways. Stay tuned.